Afternoon, family. I pray all is well. In the book of Galatians, the Apostle Paul, in the 5th chapter, uses the word hatred. In verse 19, when defining what I like to call the pleasures of the flesh, he names a whole bunch of things, but he uses the word hatred. And that's what I want to speak about in this brief message. Have you ever heard someone say, I'm a good person, but I hate these type of people? I'm a good person, but I hate this, I hate that. But they're a good person in their mind, in their heart, but they hate. That to me is someone who's a hypocrite. The Bible talks about hypocrisy, talks about being lukewarm. You're a lukewarm human being. How can you say you're a good person, but yet you hate certain type of people? An example we all are familiar with, especially those here in the United States, those who are of a foreign descent, hear a lot. I hate these type of people. They come to this country, but yet they don't speak my language. Okay. Or if you're a good person because you say, I'm a good person, would it be easier for you to learn that particular language? No. But they're a good person, but they have hatred inside. You know, the Bible teaches us that God is love. Now, it's okay to dislike something. I mean, our Heavenly Father dislikes the fact that we hate people, that we sin, that we do things contradictive to what He is teaching or has taught us. But He doesn't hate us. Because if He hated us, He would have never sent His only begotten Son into the world, because He says, God so loved the world. Love. That's a strong word right there. Love. God is love. And we ought to show that same love, especially those of us who say that we are Christ-like. You know, in the 15th chapter in the book of John, around verse 4, it says, abide in me and I in you. For a branch cannot bear fruit, there's that word, fruit, of itself except it abides in a vine. No more can we except we abide in Him. Because He then follows up in the next verse and says, I am the vine. And when I speak of Him, I'm speaking of Jesus, Yeshua, God, Jesucristo. He says, I am the vine. We. He says, ye are the branches. We, the humans. If you abide in me, I will abide in you. And the same will bring forth much fruit. Oh, there's that word again, fruit. Because without me, you can't do anything. Without Him, we don't have the fruit. And then in the same chapter, which Paul writes and speaks of in Galatians, around the 22nd verse, you start to understand the fruit. And the first fruit is love. Oh, love. Love produces joy. which also produces peace. You have joy in your heart. You got love, you have joy. Then you have peace. Peace not only with yourself, but peace with others. Then the next part of that fruit is long-suffering or patience. You have patience with other people. You have patience with those people who don't speak your language. Sidetrack. I went to Panama about a month ago. This lady came from Tampa. We landed. She was livid because no one there spoke English. You go into a foreign country, you know, you might want to pick up a few words from that country. There's an app that you can speak and put the language that you're in, and they can see it and they can guide you. But yet you're going to get upset because you went to that country and people in that country don't speak your language. Hypocrisy. So now we have patience. Then we have goodness and gentleness, kindness. Goodness, gentleness, more fruits. They all come from love. Then we have faith, faithfulness. Then we have meekness, humbleness, meekness. Then we have temperance, self-control. Go into the world, be fruitful and multiply. Let your fruit, which start with love, and then you produce the other 8 fruits, which are spoken about in the book of Galatians. You have a total of your 9 fruits. Love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, meekness, and self-control, temperance, 9. And if you do that, there's no room in your heart for hatred. Now, before that verse, you got a list about this long of the things that will keep you from heaven. And in there is the word hatred. I'm a good person, but I hate that person because of what they did to me. Well, you know what? You're a hypocrite. You're a lukewarm human. We need to get back to the basics. We need to learn how to love one another. That's what I believe is a commandment spoken by Jesus, spoken by Yeshua. Love one another. Amar a su prójimo como te ama a ti mismo. Love your neighbor as you love thyself. Before that, love the Lord. Love Yah with all your mind, your heart, your soul, and your might. And you walk around without hatefulness. Yes, you're going to get upset. I understand that. You're going to not like certain things, but you're not going to go to the extreme of hating. Because if you're saying you're a good person and you hate a certain group of people, or people in general, there's no good. There's no love. There's truly no goodness inside you. You're just a liar. Let's learn how to love one another. Let's learn how to be patient with one another. Let's learn to have peace, to be joyful with one another, to be kind, to show goodness, to be faithful to one another. Let's be humble to one another. Let's show self-control, temperance to one another. And who knows? There might end up being peace in the world. Less crime, more tolerance. But it first starts with you. starts within. That first starts within. Be more like Christ. Be Christ-minded. Don't think that you are Christ. Don't think that you are God, that you are above. Because guess what? That's what Lucifer, that's what Satan did. Don't be like Satan. Be more like Jesus. Love. Love your neighbor as you love thyself. Amar a tu prójimo como te ama a ti mismo. Guys, have a wonderful day. I love you all very much. Shalom, shalom.